that we've talked about all this helping each other, how do women, especially those who are suspicious and lacking of in trust, how can women find the right organizations to join?
You know, it takes one example, really.
Mind you, there are some organizations that are like rip-offs, and I've heard of women going online and they subscribe to a service that says they will help them network and help their business and do this, and then they have to pay $400 or certain amounts of money, and at the end nothing happens, and they start to realize it feels like a scam. And yeah,
usually for impact entrepreneurs, we say if they're asking you to pay for help, then it's not help.
What do you mean by impact entrepreneurs?
Impact entrepreneurs are people who do business not only for the monetary value, but for the social value of it.
Okay.
So for example, a young lady that I know in Lagos has a company that helps other women to get started in their business, and she gives them goods to sell as well. She makes a profit, but that profit really goes to the other women. In the same way, I know an elderly lady who makes gari, Nigerian gari, but nicely packaged. And the proceeds from it helps to go to train up the women who grow the cassava and who make the gari in the village. Okay. So for her, profit is not just how many bags of gari she can sell. It's how many women whose households depend on those bags of gari.
Okay.
So impact entrepreneurs don't just calculate profit and loss. We also calculate the impact on communities. Okay. So people like us don't really look for the monetary side of it. I think if you did, you wouldn't do what you do.
Okay.
Nikita.
There are some people who do have genuine businesses who do ask for money for training or coaching and things like that, and it is genuine.
And coaching is different from offering support.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to be trained, then you expect to pay for the service that trains you.
Okay.
Even if that training is funded by an outside body, an external party, an NGO, for example, you would still need to understand that the services are being rendered and paid for in exchange.
Brilliant.
But when someone says to you, come, let me help you. There are other women who want to help you. Let's come together and let's help one another. And you're not just giving financial support, you're also helping these women by mentoring them. It's what you and I do on a regular basis. Yeah. We're just asking that more women subscribe to this kind of thinking and do it consciously. Yeah. And let's see, you'll be surprised at what we'll achieve.
Yeah, we have in France, there's an organization that I joined called Business Ladies 12. I don't know in which category exactly to put them, but they help women, they mentor women, they help women who are looking towards startups.
Good.
Women who are just starting up their own personal business. They put them through, they teach them the ropes, step by step. We were having meetings every month, every end of the month. One of my speakers tomorrow is the former president of this association, Chloe. So we were paying a fee, something like 20 or 30 euros, I think, a month.
What does your fee go to do? What does it go towards, your fee?
It goes towards the general running of the and I understood because it was to give that kind of time, training, energy, everything, it's not easy.
Now, you were paying the fee, not the beneficiaries, though.
Not the, no, the beneficiaries too, yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Well, in the cases that I have worked on, especially with accelerators, incubators that I work with here, and most of the ones I've worked on really, we do not expect you to pay for that service.
Okay.
There are organizations who foot that bill so that you can benefit.
And even when we had our monthly meetings, we always had to pay for drinks, food, whatever we took, yeah.
So, I guess for drinks, I would understand. But the actual training, it's always been for us especially with the demographic that we address, it's always been important that we stress the fact that this is free. We need you to come, participate, learn, benefit, so that you can go and pay it forward. For us, that's the impact that we want to make.